Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful morning. Guys, it is 7:59 a.m. on this wonderful Wednesday. Today's broadcast is going to be a little bit different. I try to do something different every time I get on here. I try not to be an advocate of saying the same thing over and over again, but sometimes I find myself doing that, and it's perfectly fine because I feel like if the Spirit wants me to say something multiple times or repeatedly, that just means that somebody needs to hear it. Today, we are going to basically be on here just for a little minute, just to talk about just different things when it comes to putting yourself first. I talked to a good friend this morning, well, actually a family member this morning, and it kind of disturbed me a little bit because I feel like sometimes we don't put ourselves first. You know, we've always been taught to be kind to others, and I am a strong believer in that. But I think sometimes doing that, being a mother, being a father, or being, in control over certain things, we tend to put ourselves last. We're always putting others in front of us. And when we operate like that, guys, it gets to the point where sometimes we feel overwhelmed. We feel like breaking down, or we just feel plain out tired. The body that we live in right now, I see as a temple. What you put in is what you get back. That's something that I've had to learn, that I'm still learning right now. What I put into my body is what my body gives me back out. Now, we can look at it very much so in so many different ways. We can look at it through food. We can look at it through, conversations. We can look at it through friendships. We can look at it through environment. With me, I look at it in all those ways. I think all those ways play a very big part on me and how I feel. Now, with that being said, we know that our environment and the company that we keep plays a big part. Now, when we're talking about the company that we keep, we can also be talking about family member, guys. What if we are in situations where our family is breaking us down? It's one thing to say the job, because we go to work and we have to work, the culture, the environment that we live in right now, we have to get up, we have to move, we have to do these things to survive. I get it. I understand. Your girl is currently on her way to work right now. So I understand that, we have to live, we have to strive, survive. But that takes so much from us. So just a little bit of tips. I don't want to just lean just definitely on that, but I do want to, hit it right there on the top to when it comes to us and our self-being. We know that everybody has their own belief. This is just like I've said before. This is not here to sit up here and debate on about what type of belief or whatever you believe in, religion or anything like that. This is not like that. This is an empowerment broadcast. This is to help whoever needs help. And of course, anything that I say, anything that I do, it helps me as well. So when it comes to my self-love and loving myself in general, whole, I am very much so focused on me. I take time out for me. And when I do that, it brings a healing over my body, my mind, body, and soul. Like I've said before, it allows us to actually, when we get in these situations or get close to these type of people that put us in a bad space where we're feeling like we're worn out and we're just beat up mentally, physically, we have to learn how to start dealing with this. And it starts with us. It starts within. I've said it multiple times over and over again. We have power within us. We are way more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. And sometimes we just get distracted with everyday living, with everyday life. One of the little tools that I had said previously in another broadcast was about an exercise that I did that helped me and stuff. And I really recommend that you guys do this little exercise. Start with getting into a quiet space. Take time out for yourself. We get so busy with kids and everything that we don't take time out for ourselves. Even if it's 30 minutes. Listen, I recommend an hour. But if you only got 30 minutes, it's because you're only giving yourself 30 minutes. I recommend an hour. And I recommend doing this, taking this out, like this particular exercise I do once a week. I did it, and I did the list. I did it to where I put everybody on that list that I'm in contact with, basically on an everyday basis. Even when it comes to work environment, when it comes to kids, when it comes to home, when it comes to loved ones, all that, etc. Because that plays a big part in who we communicate with on an everyday basis. Now, when you do this list, you need to really get into a description about how this certain person makes you feel. Now, when you do that, you need to break that list up, and you need to see what is the good and what is the bad. Point blank, period. Because we want to outweigh this list, and we want to put more good than more bad on that list. Because the bad is the negative. That's the dark spots. That's what's going to make us feel like this. That's what's going to make us feel in a place where we're defeated. It's just in a place where we just cannot, we're worn the M out. We are worn out, the F out. You know what I'm saying? We never want to get to the point where we're like that. I think that, when we do this list, you separate yourself. When you separate and you can actually see what's going on around you and how these certain people, these certain environments are playing a role in your everyday life and how it's making you feel when you do this, a light clicks on you and you're more aware of what's going on. And now you're in control. Now you're aware of the situation. Now you're saying, okay, well, you know what? Kim is not going to be talking to this person today, or I won't be talking to this person. I'll be talking to this person lesser. Okay, well, what if it's a family member? Okay, we don't have to entertain negativity, guys. And then it goes back to boundaries. We have to have boundaries. And it doesn't matter if it's your kids, if it's your loved ones, it's your co-workers. We have to set those boundaries. If we don't set that, we can only let in what we allow. And we're allowing it. And so when we can sit up here and say, you know what, write all this stuff down and you be more aware, you can't blame nobody because we are allowing it. And it's a very thin line of some type of abuse when we're allowing certain people to get into our head and to make us feel this type of way. It's a mental breakdown. It's not good. That's not what we want. That's not what we are here for. We are here for so much more. We are here for peace, love, and abundance, good health, excessively good health. It feels so good to feel that way. We want to start putting more good into our body, into our surroundings, because what we put out and what we put out is what comes back to us. And that's what I believe. So whatever we're giving our energy to, we're giving it back. We're getting it back. So let's really focus on the list. Let's focus on separating the negative from the positive. Let's put more light. Let's be the light in the situation. And let's just be more aware. Now, besides doing the list, we know that when it comes to me, I'm very much so protected of my space. And I'm very aware of who I give my energy to and who I want to be around. So that means, Monday through Friday, Kim is at work. So I'm up early in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Feeding myself with that good. Feeding myself with prayers. Feeding myself with meditation. I am commanding my day. Now, before I go to sleep, by 8 o'clock, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. These are little things that I do because I know I have to get up and I need my mind to be clear of all the BS. I need to be ready to conquer the world. These are little things that will help you protect your space, protect your energy, protect your peace of mind. These things will allow you to walk differently. See, when you do stuff like this, guys, you literally are putting a shield of protection around you. And then through the day, I'm probably listening to some type of motivational speaker, some type of audio book. I was blessed to work at a job to where I can be able to work and still put that good in me, because this is what I've already manifested. This is what I already said was going to come to me. So I'm very blessed to work around certain people like this and to be in an environment like this where I am able to distance myself and really continue to still work on myself while I am working. We are where we want to be. And if you want to be somewhere different and you want to do something different, then you better start just sitting down and really staying focused on what you want and put yourself in that place, in that environment. If you're tired of being tired, let's just do something different. So if it means you got to listen to an audio book or motivation or something on an everyday basis, if it means you got to write it down, repeat it, do it. Because this is about healing the body. This is about protecting our body. This is about protecting our mind and our spirit. This is about having boundaries. This is about living on a whole nother level. Cloud 9 around here. We are becoming the light, which is what we really are. Guys, light wins all. Light conquers all. The power of God that is within me, that light, that goodness, that joy, that peace, it oversees the darkness. And that's just what I believe. It's facts out here that literally you can heal your own body by being happy, joy, peace, love. Because we already know what the opposite does. It's going to break you down, give you depressed, give you headaches, give you heart, man, all that. So let's just reverse those, guys. All right. That's it. That is a little one-on-one with your girl, Kim K. I hope this inspires somebody, everybody that listens to this. I hope it touches you in a way to where you feel empowered. You feel like you can conquer the world, because you really can. And you feel that peace and that abundance and that love. So I'm wishing you nothing but blessings on top of blessings, good health, good wealth, and all that above. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. God bless.